We are doing translating today. Translating. We need to be able to translate words into math. So, at the top of your notes, we are, oh, this is freaking out already. Translating to math. So we need to take English words and make them into math words. So, let's think about things that mean add. Things that mean add. Words, well, add. Or sum. Increased. More. Can you think of another one? Oh, that could be any of them, but nice try. How about plus? But I'm going to put a star next to this one. We'll talk about why in a moment. But does that make sense? Now there's probably other ones, but these are words that are going to mean plus. So for example, 5 increased by x. Well, what am I going to write? 5 plus x. We good? Does that make sense? All right. Now let's think of minus. I know I go kind of fast. You'll get used to writing fast, I hope. Give me some words that mean subtract.
Minus.
So minus, good. And someone hit it. Thank you, Austin. Subtract means to subtract. How about another one?
Decrease.
Decrease. There we go.
Substitute.
No, but that does mean something we're going to need. Any? Huh? I didn't hear what you said. Take away. Thinking of more, what would be the opposite of more?
Less.
Less. There we go. And then one more difference. I'm going to put a star next to that one because it's going to mean something special that we're going to want. So, example, a number minus, oops, I spelled minus wrong, 5. So when we see a number, we should think of a variable, which we'll define in a minute, but we could say n minus 5. We can just use any letter that we want if we see the word a number. So a number minus 5. All right, times. All right, times. I'll get that one out of the way. That's a word that means to multiply. Oh, multiply means to multiply. Multiply. What else means multiply?
Double.
Double. That's good. And that's going to mean something specific. That's going to mean times how much?
2.
2. Double means times 2. Very good. What else is going to... And then we could have triple, right? Times 3. Quadruple, times 4, and so on and so forth. What else would mean multiply? That's kind of hard, right? Not many words mean multiply. Sometimes. Of. Okay, that's why I put it in parentheses. Sometimes of is going to mean multiply. Depends on context. Depends on the sentence. Product. I'll put a star next to that one as well. Product. So an example of that. A product of 2 and 3. Okay, what's the answer to that? 2 times 3. And we're not, if we're translating, we're not going to write 6. 6 is the answer, but we're translating, so we're not going to do that. Oh, what's the last one? Divide. What means to divide? Well, obviously divide.
Split.
Split. I like that word. Split.
Take away. No.
Take away. I don't know. I'm going to go with no, but there's possibly, because division is repeated subtraction. And multiplication is repeated addition, something that we'll talk about a little bit later. So you do have an argument for that. which is going to be divided by 2, right? A third divided by 3, and so on. Divide quotient. That's what I'm looking for. Quotient. We'll put a star next to that one. That one's going to be important. Quotient. There's one more. Sometimes per. Sometimes per is going to mean to divide, depending upon the context. I won't do an example of a division, just because I'm kind of running out of space right here. All right, so why did I star these ones?
Because they're easy to identify.
Yeah, if you see product, you know it's multiplication, and if you see quotient, you know it's division and stuff.
Right, absolutely. And probably when you were in grade school, you used those words too, like sum. Like, do you remember doing like the sum of two numbers, the difference of two numbers, the product of two numbers, the quotient of two numbers? So we're kind of familiar with those. So we circled these, all the circled ones, so I'm going to put a star right here. All the circled ones mean the answer of. So when I say the sum of two numbers, I'm talking about the answer of the sum. If I say the difference of two numbers, and the answer to a subtraction problem is the difference. The answer to a product, the answer to a multiplication. So it's the answer of whichever one that you're with. So now what we have to do is we need to take a big long word phrase and write it using math. So there's going to be a lot of translating today. I'll give you a moment to catch up. I know that there's an awful lot on the board there. And feel free, if it's too fast, to say, Mr. King, stop. I like drawing pictures of students while I'm waiting, so don't be offended if I draw a really bad picture of you and it goes online and YouTube, you know, like I got a big tray. You know.
What kind of pad?
Thanks for calling me big.
Huh?
What kind of pad do you have?
This is a medium pad. Medium?
Oh, okay.
Like how I'm writing up here? Yeah. They have awesome art pads, like, oh, so nice for computer art to be able to do like do it on directly. Anyways, all right. So let's do a few. Let's go 3 times a number increased by 5. So when we ever see, and I'll do a little different color here, what do you think we write this as? Yeah. N, it's a letter, right? Meaning a variable. That's the word I'm looking for, variable. And a variable is basically something we wonder what it is. Yes?
Can N be a hashtag for a number?
Well, we won't use hashtags in math class, but we could do like X. We can use any letter we want. A. I mean, hashtag a number. X. Okay, so 3, what would I write next?
And
Yep. Now, do I need the dot there?
Yes.
You can put parentheses.
I could put parentheses. I could do it like this, right? And I actually could do it like that. Whenever I have a number, then a letter, that means to multiply. So any 3 of these is correct. Now what am I going to write?
Plus 5.
Plus 5. So any one of these 3 is fine. Whichever one you like to use, I will tend to use this one in this case. I don't like the dots because they look like decimal points. But in this context, there's nothing wrong with that. And all of those are correct.
On the test, should we do it like that?
Oh, any one of these, I will mark right.
Okay.
I tried to give you credit. If it looks right, it's right. Any one of these. All right. But I like this one, so don't be surprised if you see that type a lot. Okay. There's going to be a trick on this one. Who thinks they see where the trick is? There's a trick in this one. Yes, Sarah.
Do you have to put A and 5 in parentheses?
No, but that's a good guess. Someone's saying, what trick? What trick? Is this word right here? This word is going to be a trick. Because when I see the word then, I need to change order. So actually, I'm going to write first 5 times the number. So 5n. And then what am I going to do to it? I'm going to subtract
-8.
-8, yep. So this part came first. Now I'm not a very good English person, but do we see why the word than makes us change the order?
No.
So 8 less. So I think 8 less. So 8 less. Well, 8 less than what? 5 times no. You see what I did there? Okay, so whenever we see the word than, we're going to change the order that we see these things in. So than is a trick. Trick. You see that? Change the order. Okay, I'm going to put 4 examples up here, or no, 3 examples up here. I want you to do them in your notes to give them a try, okay? Yep. Oh, I see what you meant by hashtag. You can use hashtag for short for number. Yes, now I get what you were saying. It took me 5 minutes, but now I understand, Dylan, what you meant. And yes, you can do that. You can shorthand a number with a hashtag. Gotcha. Because now I just did it. Good. That was good. That was good. My bad. Boy, I really sound like an idiot out here now.
Yeah, I see how we feel.
I'll be very impressed for anyone who gets that last one. That one is tough. Very tough, that last one. Then we'll do probably like just 3 more examples in our notes, and then we'll be done with notes for today. Is anyone not finished with the first one? All right, go ahead and stop and look up in that case. Who's a brave soul who will tell me their answer for this one? Go ahead, Barber.
It's one is not.
Yes, that is correct. By raise of hands, who got that right? Good, good. Awesome. I hope you're not embarrassed if you raise the hand thing, but that helps me to know who's getting it and who's not. So, whatever. Don't feel bad if you don't get something. All right, the sum of 12. Oh wait, who's not done with number 2? Anyone not done? Okay, I'll give you a moment to finish that one up. Oh, you're a punk. It looks like it might be right. Do I have a brave soul for number 2?
Oh, crazy.
What does a soul look like? It looks like a ghost. That's terrible. No such thing as a ghost. It's a carrot from VeggieTales. This is the bad guy they need to get. All right, the sum of twice a number and 31. What do you think?
No.
Go ahead, Trey.
2a plus 31.
2, you used a different letter than I did, but that's fine. Plus 31. Now, this sum, so I think of this, the sum. Sum means to do what? Add. And I ask myself, add what? Well, I add twice the number and 31. You see how I thought of that? I'm going to give you the answer to this one. So just look at it, think, what would my answer be even if you didn't get there? I'm going to think product. Product means to multiply. So I'm multiplying two things. The product of what? 1/2 a number. So a lot of ways I could write that. I could write it 1/2 times a number. I could write it as a number divided by 2. Either one of those is fine. And product and 1/3 the same number. So I have to use the same letter, 1/3 the same number, or something like that, or any combination of these two. Now I think a student had this, 0.5 times, see why that's confusing, that dot, like is that a decimal point or what? 1/3, and that's fine, why? Because 0.5, it does mean 1/2, so that would be correct. Now what I want to avoid is doing 0.3 repeated. Like how do you do that? We want to use fractions if we can. All right, 3 more examples. These are the big kahunas. What do I mean big kahuna? That means if you get these, I know you get it because these are hard ones. So this is going to be the product of n and 5 minus the quotient of t, I hate t's, and 7, because they always look like pluses. Maybe we'll just do 2. We'll end with 2. The sum of the quotient of p and 14. Someone can't read my writing, that's okay, I'm a slob. What's your question?
The quotient of
T and 7. That's my T. I make my T's cursive just so that they don't look like pluses. And I'm not good at cursive writing. Like, my 3rd grade teacher failed me. No, I just am a slob. The sum of the quotient, I'm just going to own that one right now. The sum of the quotient of P and 14 and the quotient of Q and 3. So see if you can get those two. So these are the hardest of the hard. Like these are the last questions in the book. So if you get these, then you are golden.
Is that a Q?
And that's it.
Is that an and sign?
Which one?
the little squiggly.
Yes. And. Yep, that's my hand. What a fun face script. I don't like it when students defeat me.
It's gonna be a break.
Alright, who should I doodle today?
Me.
I already doodled you.
Barbara. Which one's that? That's Dylan, definitely.
Where you go?
Perfect hair. It's Dylan.
Yeah, definitely awesome.
Did-
I didn't know that.
Nah, definitely
Oh
awesome.
man.
I love that.
But which one found more?
Awesome.
Dylan.
Okay.
Wrong.
I missed my true calling in life. I could have Kane's art book be famous.
That'd be lit.
Alright, the first one. Who is a brave soul to give me their answer to the first one? Besides you, I know you got it right. Alright, Rachel, what'd you put?
5n minus t over 5.
5n minus t over 7. Could someone think of a different way we could write that and it still be correct? Go ahead.
Then you do n becomes 5
Yep.
minus t
Yes, that means exactly the same thing. We might want to put parentheses around that t and 7 just to make sure that it's understood that's a group. Like, do you see that, what I mean? Like, this is a group of stuff, and this is a group of stuff. When we can, we do want to put our numbers first, but Ryan's correct. These two mean the same thing, and any combination of these two would be correct. Any questions? Who got that right? Like, you're like, I hope you're gaining a little bit of confidence. All right, the next one, the second one. Who shall I pick on? Perhaps Taylor. Go ahead, Taylor. What do you think for the second one?
P divided by 14. I don't know, that's probably wrong.
Continue.
Plus P.
What's this letter?
Q. Oh, I'm just kidding. My bad. Divided by 3.
Yes, that is one way that we could write it. And we might want to put parentheses around these just to make sure. Because do you see what I mean? Like, this is a group of stuff, and this is a group of stuff. There's two different groups of stuff. There's another way we could write it. We could do this. I like writing things in fraction form. We want to remember that, what does this fraction bar mean?
Divide.
Yes, it means divide. Okay, so we want to remember that. All right, so we are done with notes, so go ahead and put your notebooks away. Make sure your marker works, and we'll do a bunch of practices together.